welcome to episode 1286 of Hard Factor. It is the first of the month. The first of the month. So get up.
Cash your checks and come on.
Shit, bro. I thought it was the 31st.
It is today. Today is the 31st when we're recording.
No,
but
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
No, on the same tip as you.
Yeah.
I thought, what was I wrong?
Whoops.
I need to make some readjustments.
Yeah.
9-1.
911 over here.
Yeah. Somebody call 911, you know.
Just another month of not doing what we wanted to do, huh? Physically, mentally, financially.
Emotionally, financially, most.
Jesus, guys, it's a holiday weekend. Come on. Lighten up. It's Friday, you know?
Happy birthday, America.
Labor Day?
Labor Day. That's
I
why
don't think
Will's not
I
with
think
us.
July 4th. I think July 4th is the birthday. But yeah.
You're right. July 4th is Independence Day. That is America's birthday, which Will is celebrating Labor Day. He's going to be with some buddies at beautiful Lake Tahoe. So we hope he has a good time. He'll be back with us next month, Tuesday, because we are not doing a show on Monday. There will be no new show coming out Monday because we deserve a break, and so do you, and we're going to take one. But if you miss us a whole lot and you want to support the show, go on over to patreon.com/hardfactor, where you can find endless content that we've been producing over the years. Florida Man Fridays, Hive Hours, a few half a pack with Wes's. And you can, depending on which tier you get on, you can listen to them all and have yourself a great Labor Day. Lots of content over there.
Get some secret merch, get merch discounts, get on the Discord, everything all in one. It's just,
everything.
Yeah.
It's all for you.
It's all for you.
So like Wes said, no show Monday, Labor Day, back to normal. Monday night for the live shows, Tuesday morning next week.
There you go. You've been warned. Get out there and have a great fucking weekend. Okay.
That happens at the end of the show.
Well, you can say it twice.
You know what? We're just going to pack it up a little early. We want the weekend to start a little early.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Shut it down, boys.
What do you got? I got nothing today. We're just going to shut it down. Yeah.
I almost did that. I almost said, I'm not going to do anything today. Just talk. Just talk with you guys.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I've got a few stories, including 50 Cent throwing out Curtis, fat ass Curtis, as the game calls him. And
is he still super fat right now?
I don't know, but the game called him fat.
They called him a buck. He called him a $1.50. Not even 50 cent now. He's $10.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble because he fucked up a fan with a microphone. And then I got a Virginia mom raping some of her son's friends, and the Whopper lawsuit, and maybe one more, but I don't really like it, so I don't know if I'm going to do it. When
you say the R word, are you talking about the bad one or the really bad one?
The bad one.
Oh no. Oh,
like the kids might have been into it.
Yeah, Mark's got it.
Yeah. Right. Like they weren't asleep, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They weren't like, oh, I'm asleep.
Yeah. They were 15.
Yeah.
It's a dog situation over here.
Yeah. So, boy, that poor kid of the mom. Yikes.
Yeah, you think it's I used to joke,
Mom, mad at you.
Joke about your mom being in Playboy and that being rough. Oh, that's not even the tip of the iceberg of how bad it can get.
Yeah. Not going to listen to her anymore, right? When she's trying to ground you or whatever. Like, no, I'm going to play PlayStation a few extra hours because you fucked my best friends.
Yeah.
After you ground me, you're going to try to pound my friends?
Yeah. Are you putting me in my room so you can pound Trevor?
Where's Dad? Oh, he left because he fucked my friends.
Yeah.
Dad wasn't around.
The power dynamic shifts a little bit. Yeah.
More on that later, and much more. What are you guys bringing to Mark? Mark's got a couple stories. I know that. Pat's doing the high five.
I got one bad one and one good one. I'm not going to tell you anything else.
All right.
That's all I need to hear, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? We're eager to get to the weekend, so let's just jump right into it. Here we go.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
All righty, guys. As an investigative journalist, I believe the integrity of any investigation involves really getting to know everything about the subject you are reporting on, right? So when I decided to do this story about Burger King being sued for the size of their Whoppers, I did just that. I drove to my nearest Burger King, ordered the menu item in question, the Whopper, along with a large original chicken sandwich meal, all for the cost of $18.90. And it was the worst meal I've paid for since the last time I got Burger King on a road trip with my son, just to show him what he wasn't missing. And I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying that for shtick. It was awful.
What'd you get?
I got
First of all,
original.
thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you, first of all, Wes.
You're
Thank you for digging deep as a journalist. That was huge to you.
Of course. Yeah.
But real quick, I got to know how it played out on the road trip with your son.
So we were on our way to a out of town wedding. I took him with me because I didn't want to leave him at home for that long. So we're on, it's like a 3-hour road trip to a wedding I was doing. And I said, he was hungry, and the next exit there was only a few options, and one of them was a Burger King. And I said, "Hey, you've never tried Burger King, have you?" He's like, "No." So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna let you try it, and then you'll be done with it. It'll be out of your system. Let's go get a Whopper or a chicken sandwich or whatever."
Did you prep him at all?
Yeah, I told him it was gonna be terrible. Yeah,
It's like giving a kid that's way too young beer to prove that he won't like it.
right.
See, I told
Yeah,
you
you don't like it. See,
Yeah,
Right.
You'll never drink this again.
yeah,
Yeah.
Did he have any preconceived notion about what
No.
Burger King was? Or
I don't know, because I've never eaten in front of him. I've never taken him before, and this was when he was like 13 or like 12 years old. This was like last year.
was that when the catchy jingle was out? Had he been seeing it on commercials and stuff?
Yeah. He definitely sees food items, and he's like, "Man, we should try that. We should try that."
Right. He watches TV, so he must have
course.
known. I guess here's my bigger question: was he aware?
Hey, have it your way.
Your
Like
way.
that's big. It's a big one.
Or hold the pickles, hold the lettuce, special orders, don't upset us. Was he aware that there were 3 big dogs in the burger fast food world, and BK for some reason was considered in the top 3? Was he aware of that?
I don't know if he was aware of where they stood, but
Like, did he think he was going to what we would consider to be a Hardee's, or did he know?
Did he know it was going to be trash? Is what?
yeah, I mean, I told him.
Excited or not?
I said, "Fine, I'll let you." I said, "You're not going to like it. It's bottom of the barrel, but I feel like you should try it just to see for yourself."
Did you give him a crown?
No.
Did you make him ride the bus there?
No. Didn't make him ride the bus there. It was just in some small podunk Texas town where we were.
You say your meal was $19?
It was $18.90 today, and that was for just a separate Whopper sandwich with cheese and a original chicken sandwich meal large.
Wow, that's a ripoff.
It was insane. So here's first of all, I took some pictures because I am, and they gave me a side of wedge salad with my chicken sandwich. As you can see, the hunk of lettuce there.
Doing a little shtick there.
Yeah.
This is a lot of lettuce there, but
there's a lot of lettuce.
Not evenly distributed at all.
No, lazy. And that's that long chicken sandwich. You guys know that long chicken sandwich, right?
It's the original,
Really, the only good item there. Maybe a Whopper is okay, but that used to be the best item on the menu.
Tall chickens they have at Burger King Farms.
Yeah. And then, of course, here's the Whopper. Inside the Whopper, a lot of lettuce too, giant tomato, which they usually come with, which makes the Whopper extremely watery most times. Whoppers are just
90% core too at Burger King.
Yeah.
You're Yeah, it's all.
How's it always the center of the fucking tomato?
Whoppers are a watery sandwich. They are.
What do they throw out the other 80%?
And then, of course, so here's the height. I measured it.
Brought tape measure out, huh?
Yeah, brought the tape measure. It's almost 3 inches tall. And
that's not bad.
No, not bad. And then where's the width? I think I got a shot of the width. Well, here it is in all the photos. Just over 4 inches.
4 inches.
Yeah. So
how did you not measure the long chicken sandwich, dude?
Because that's not the item in question.
I understand.
The item in question is the Whopper.
I get
it.
And
can you put them back up, and we can just guess how long the chicken sandwich is? That's got to be 7.5.
I say
I was about
6.
to say right around the size of my dick. No, I mean 7.
Have you ever put your dick up against the original chicken?
It's my main measuring stick.
And let me tell you, if
I ain't fucking you unless you at least an original chicken.
Yeah, get out of here, diet original chicken.
I ain't fucking no Chick-fil-A sandwich, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take a sip of my Burger King tap
still
water.
have a cup.
Gross.
Even their soda's not as
I got a
good.
side water. No, the Coke Zero wasn't as good either. Anyway, so if my particular experience with this particular Round Rock, Texas Burger King chain is any indication of how the company's doing, we should be getting an announcement that they're filing for bankruptcy probably in the middle of the night tonight, because the fries were crispless. Threw them in the air fryer. The chicken sandwich was topped with, again, the wedge of lettuce, and the texture was mealy, I would say, is the description. And the Whopper was mostly tomato and bun. Easily the worst star player of any fast food burger menu. It's like they're like the Whopper's like the most famous player on the 2008 Detroit Lions, which of course we all know was 0-16
Stafford,
and coached by Rod Marinelli.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wes.
Seen here.
Looked it up.
Yeah. There's Rod Marinelli during his 0-16 season, wondering why he spends all his time at church on Sunday if God's just going to do this to him.
That's mean.
Yeah. So, by the way, I did a little more investigative journalism into Rod's life and found out that his granddaughter is. I don't know how old she is. She looks like she's over 18, but she's an attractive young lady.
If she's over 18, we'd like to say
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
If not, when she turns 18, nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like the correction. As Dante Culpepper, who was heading the ship that year. I think
was he?
Stafford was
tough.
next year.
There was Kitna. There was like 4 quarterbacks that season that all had a chance on the 0-16 team, I believe.
They gave them a few guys a chance, huh?
Yeah, they did. Anyway, the lawsuit alleges the burger chain materially overstates Whoppers and sandwiches to look bigger in their promotional material. So here's a picture they've referenced from an ad in 2017.
Looks enormous. Yeah, that looks enormous.
It looks huge. And you can see there's actually 2 tomatoes on this one. Yeah. Mine only came with 1.
And how many pickles did you get?
And that's real lettuce.
I see at least 4 pickles. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's pull up my sandwich again. Can you see?
I don't see many pickles at all.
I don't know if I see
stuck to the mayonnaise. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes
maybe
mayo, pickle, then lettuce.
But let's just say that it didn't look like this, and that's what the lawsuit is based on. That the advertisement increased the size by approximately 35%, and the amount of beef increased by more than 100%. 100%, which is what the suit alleges. So.
Look how lazily the cheese was put on your Whopper. Like, I mean, I understand it's a sad state of affairs working at Burger King in the first place.
Everything was slapped on lazily on both those sandwiches.
There's the width. It was.
Look at that. The lettuce. Look at the lettuce on the original chicken. That's insulting.
It was a depressing experience, I got to tell you. Even if you go to Burger King, there's at least some hustle bustle going on in the background. People are, joking around. Maybe it's busy. I went at 4:30, right before like rush dinner, probably, and I was the only person in line. And from what I could tell, there was only one person.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got one. Yeah. No, dude. There's one. We just bought this house and we bought it sight unseen. So moving in here, pulled up, loved the curb appeal, walked into the house. There's a lot to be done, but it was like, hey, overall, big win, buying a place sight unseen. Get in the car. I texted you guys about it. Drove down the street, looking to see what was in my zone. Closest restaurant, I got real upset because it's terrible for property values. There's a Burger King.
Yeah. You'd rather like a Native American burial ground than a Burger King.
Yeah, I'd rather 2 crack corners.
Pet cemetery would be better.
Because in a pinch, you're going to end up there at least once or twice.
I haven't yet, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Ugh.
It was serious. I mean, I'm not lying. It is just as terrible as it's always been, and I'm ashamed that it's come to what it has. Because it used to be decent back in the day. It used to be decent when I was.
Do you think maybe you were a child? I think
I was a child.
Right, and I think when you're a kid, like fast food just hits your undeveloped taste buds differently.
We used to ride our bikes up to the one at North Point Village Center, and when I was like 13, 14.
I've always been disgusted by Burger King's food.
Grossed out.
Yeah. Never.
Anyway,
look up what it costs to own a franchise of Burger King.
It's you take out a loan and promise to pay it back. It's a $0 down
the dumbest investment you can possibly make, probably.
Yeah.
So it says a franchise fee is $50,000. Requires
that.
a total investment between $316,000 and $2.6 million. Okay, if you're a sucker. Let's check out Mickey D's. What's the difference? It's got to be hugely
Triple.
different. Okay. Franchise applicants must have $500K, $45,000 franchise fee.
McDonald's for McDonald's, they have it's like when a landlord or whoever asks you if you've declared bankruptcy in the past 10 years, they ask you if you have you owned a Burger King franchise in the past 10 years, and if you have,
100%.
you're excluded.
Yeah, dude. Burger King is the Mad TV to Saturday Night Live. That's what it is.
That's exactly it.
But this is weird. It's $5,000 less to get a McDonald's franchise. However, the total cost all in significantly more, 1.3 million to 2.3 million.
Yeah.
But $5,000 less.
Well, it makes no sense because I don't know how they're turning a profit. I think it's because they only have one person working there. Anyway, let's move on.
Well, here, real quick.
Yeah.
Jackson is commenting. He went and got the loaded nacho cheeseburger from Wendy's, and he said it was pretty good. Yeah, look at
Wendy's
that.
is far superior to Burger King.
Absolutely.
Guys, check out this video of 50 Cent taking a page out of Cardi B's playbook and chucking a microphone at a fan. So there he is on stage. There's multiple.
Oh,
Here's the slow-mo.
That could have hurt someone. Oh, he was trying to maim.
He's got fire like going up all around him too.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah.
Wow,
So that was.
dude.
What did that guy do to him?
No, it was a woman. So that was Wednesday night at the crypto.com arena during the final lap tour. And I guess
So you know who was there? Friend of the show, Trinidad James. We were talking about
Was
it
he
today.
performing?
No, Sexy Red, an artist that he's doing the styling for, was performing with Drake, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. There was a number of performers.
P. Diddy was there.
Yeah,
That I know.
big show. I mean, as you saw by the pyrotechnics, big show.
Yeah.
And I guess Fiddy was handed a number of microphones. None of them were working. So finally, he got frustrated when he finally got one that was working. He took the one that wasn't and just chucked it as hard. That's as hard as he could throw it, right? I mean, from what I could tell, it was 99%.
He didn't lay off. No.
He didn't lay off.
So I'm doing the math here, guys. So that's an SM58. It's the same mic we use here, plus the wireless transmitter receiver. That's 1.5 pounds he threw.
At least. No, so if it hits you in the head, it's going to knock you down. It probably will concuss you, but might not knock you out. If it hits you in the mouth, you're losing teeth. 100%.
Oh yeah.
100% you're losing teeth if that pops you in the teeth.
What's the lowest amount of weight where you're losing teeth? Like, what's the threshold for?
I think you got to do an equation of force, weight times velocity, right?
Dude,
That thing was traveling at like 50 miles an hour and it's 2 pounds.
An empty beer bottle doesn't weigh that much, but if it'll knock your teeth out.
Yeah.
Could knock your teeth out. Yeah, just ask Cheryl Crow. Taking it to the live internet comment. Corey Dent says, Corey Webb says 50 dent.
50 dent. Yeah. See,
well,
and gonna dent you up.
Speaking of dents, look at that woman's forehead.
Oh man.
He put a dent in her forehead.
Literally. That's
literally a
fucking
dent.
dog.
That looks like a $3 million dent to me.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It
That's
sure does.
Yeah, that's a piece of vitamin water. Is that what that is?
Yeah, it is. That's some stock in vitamin
She also
water.
got some scratched
Sure, the
up
wrist.
arms.
Sure, the wrist too. Show it all. But that dent is going to get her
dent.
paid.
That dent is going to be there for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
That's a 50 cent birthmark.
So what did she do?
Souvenir.
To him?
She did nothing. So this woman, her name is Brianna.
She said, vitamin water sucks.
Monaghan, Monegan, and she works for Power 106 radio host. She's a host, Power 106.
Huge important station in the hip hop space.
Yeah, if you say so. And
I did. That's why I said it.
Yeah, I believe you. And
That was
she
my contribution because
If you say so.
I was the only one that knew that. That's why I contributed that information.
Yeah, I believe you.
I believe you. I'm just saying. I don't know any different. So
It's all Greek to me.
what they're
Well, I
saying
do.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
You say so.
Yeah,
Sure,
say
Pat.
So they're all stupid if you ask me.
So she was. They're claiming the rest of 50 are claiming that she was in a restricted area where she wasn't supposed to be. But let's play the video again. He's looking at someone as he's making eye contact when he throws this fucking. There it is.
I don't care who is trying to hit.
Yeah.
He's getting the pantsuit off of him for that.
Now, they said that, let's be clear. His lawyer says, let's be clear. As I told LAPD this afternoon, my client Curtis would never intentionally strike anyone with a microphone. Anyone saying something different doesn't have all the facts and is misinformed. And clearly
Was he
from the
trying
video,
to kill a fly? I mean,
Yeah, he was
what's
trying to
the defense?
skip
What's
it amongst
the
the audience.
defense here, man?
Yeah.
I would jump in front of a microphone thrown by 50 Cent.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a
dude.
flying lottery ticket. So,
The best part is, it definitely made a
dude,
thud.
knocked her
yeah.
ass down. I mean, she
The whole
bled.
crowd could hear it. Yeah, you're like a boxer, but you're moving into things. Your head work is to get hit by the microphone.
Yeah. There she is with a bandage on her head. I mean, she's fucked up. So 50 is now wanted for a felony. Was it assault or hang on? I have it here somewhere. He's wanted by the police for for a felony criminal battery charge.
He's wanted.
He's a
He's wanted
suspect.
by the police.
Yeah, criminal battery charge. And then of course, yeah.
Okay, so if the show was a bunch of artists were there, right? Which is probably means it's a radio show. Like this is, like a radio backed show.
Yeah, put on
If
by
you're a
the
host-
station. Yeah,
If you're a host of Power 106, there's no area you can't be. I'm
She's
sorry.
got
dude.
all access pass. Yeah.
You'd be wherever you want to be, dude.
Yeah.
You'd be wherever you. Did he throw left-handed? What did he?
She's distracted me.
I don't know. Let's
I don't-
check it out again.
What is the reason?
Yeah, he threw it left-handed. But I think
Yeah.
he looks like a lefty though, because that's
I mean, you wouldn't throw it with all your strength with your offhand. That would be so goofy.
Why
He's
did he have
obviously
another mic?
left-handed.
He has another mic in his hand. He had two mics.
yeah, because
So-
they weren't working. They kept passing them off the mics because they were all fucking not working. And he
So
finally got one that worked, and he threw the one that was shitty away.
My guess is like right before these concerts that are put on by these radio stations, as you know, Pat, you've been on a few of them. He's got to go make the rounds. He's got to go to these shows to promote the show through the radio station. Some beef or words were exchanged during that process, is my guess. Like she went on her show, and they after or during they didn't get along.
He could have killed her.
At his stage in his career, dude. He's like, he dated Chelsea Handler. Like he's past that. Like
You would think.
And he's also a professional troll. Like that's part of his gig.
Yep,
Is making fun of people.
Making Floyd Mayweather can't read, which was hilarious. Now, I'm telling you, I think he probably told her at the radio station, if you show up to the show, I'm throwing a microphone at you. And then he didn't want to look like a liar.
I mean, he's got great aim because he hit her right in the forehead.
Ooh.
I mean, just nailed her. Almost dead center. Now, of course, the game, which is 50's nemesis, took to IG and played the video of the one in the hospital and said, Curtis, your fat ass came to LA hitting women.
Yeah.
So
All the 50 haters have some ammo now.
they're still beefing. But yeah, big lawsuit coming if she decides to go that route. She is in the hip hop game, so who knows if she'll cut them a break. If they are friends outside of this or enemies, don't know.
I mean,
No,
a
you know-
couple
you know
million
what I-
dollars and I'm not pressing charges, right? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
Said a
what
lot
a
of
radio host makes compared to a fucking 50 Cent?
Yeah,
I looked at his net worth. I thought it was a little bit more because of the vitamin water. They're saying he's at about 40 to 45 million. So, how about 2 million?
I would say more than that.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean,
But
this
I
is a permanent scar.
I would live
on
with a
her
dent
forehead.
in my head for 2 million.
Of course, no problem.
Dent me.
No problem. I'd take 2, but
Dude,
Dent
by
me,
the way,
daddy.
whoever did her lashes is like, because she has perfect press on lashes.
And they
like
stayed
someone
on.
yeah.
They stayed on. I mean, that Maybelline needs to get in there, whoever made those, and
Yeah.
turn that into an ad.
If
Lemonade.
they'd hit her lashes, she would have been fine.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on. Okay, I'll touch on it real quick. American Airlines. If you got travel coming up, might want to avoid American Airlines because their flight attendants are gonna go on strike. Last week, American Airlines pilots got almost a 40% raise, $9.6 billion total over 4 years, along with benefits. And remember, of course, a couple weeks ago, UPS drivers through the union, they got $170K a year.
For sure. Now to point it out though,
Mhm.
that includes like PTO and medical. So it's more like they net 130.
Okay,
Just pointing that out.
still pretty fucking good.
Still great for them, and we're happy for them. But Just
Yeah.
point that out to everyone. It's not a salary of 170K plus benefit. It's like that's the whole package.
Okay. Well, pilots already make a pretty damn good living, and they just got a 40% raise. And flight attendants for American Airlines were like, "Hey, we're just as important, right?
Right.
I mean, hey, you know, we serve drinks in bumpy conditions. We're important.
Yeah.
You know,
Getting a drink on a plane is life and death for me. So
Yeah. Yeah. So they said, fuck it. We see everyone else doing it. We want to raise. And so the average American Airlines flight attendant makes about $39,000 a year. This is from ZipRecruiter with
Whoa, that's bad.
that's real bad. With the upper echelon making the 75% top earners making around 62,000. Now ZipRecruiter says they can make upwards of 77. Maybe if you're an international business class flight attendant, you know, you can make that much if you've been around
Maybe
for a long time.
overtime.
Yeah. Yeah. I know flight attendants for the business class overnights, Japan, you know, whatever, they make good money,
But they only get paid when they're flying. Like there's something fucked up. I forget what it is about flight attendants, but like they don't get paid like getting to the plane. They don't get paid when they're going like to the airport. They get paid like when the flight starts, and they stop getting paid when the flight ends.
You just got a 3-minute voicemail from Xavier.
Yeah, I was
Xavier
gonna
on the
say
line.
maybe
Xavier's gonna
Xavier
come
can.
through.
And I was gonna say, no offense to Xavier, I hope he's getting more than that.
Right.
But
Well, you get free travel, so like you never have to pay for travel again. So that's
right, but
couple
where can
grand
you
a year.
afford to stay if you're making, you know, they're not paying you enough. Anyway, they want a 35% increase, so that means about $14,000 a year raise, as well as other benefits on top of their, you know, $39,000. So that's pretty hefty raise, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. They might go on strike. There's some talks that maybe the union will talk them into waiting 30 days, so it's not a complete clusterfuck at American Airlines over Labor Day. But these strikes are working. These unions are working, and they see it. So, you know, go get yours, I guess. American Airline ladies.
Can we
get
gentlemen.
yours, bro?
Can we strike? No, because we're our own owners, right? We pay ourselves. We can't
No,
strike.
We can't strike.
We can't strike.
But if we did threaten to
fuck.
strike,
Yeah.
I'm sure some super rich guy would come in and tell us how we're communists to distract from the fact that they don't want us to strike because they have all the money. And
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now pilots at Southwest and United are also, and flight attendants are demanding new contracts. So there's a scheduling picket to start picketing nationwide Thursday. So have fun traveling over the next couple of weeks. Which brings us to
The cream of the crop!
all right, guys. Look at these two lovebirds. I want you to see. Let me pull up their wedding. There they are. That's Ashley Watts and her husband Andy of Chesapeake, Virginia.
Man, okay. You can just call the year. There's something about the fashion and his facial hair that
The
this
tie.
is like a.
Yeah.
Is this a 2008 wedding? Probably, right?
This is 13 years ago.
Limp Bizkit could call.
Yep.
I mean, not Limp Bizkit, Lincoln Park. No, it's even too old.
It's a Limp Bizkit runoff, Mark. You're right.
Yeah.
It's not direct Limp Bizkit, but it's 4 years. It's post Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit fueled this guy for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the douchey, gross green top. We're supposed to hate this guy, right?
No, supposed to hate
Well,
her.
no, I
Supposed to
mean,
hate
she
her.
hates him.
She really hates him, apparently.
She's hot.
Yeah.
She hates her family. Oh, yeah, she is.
She hates her son.
She hates her son most of all.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
And, you know, over the years, they grew their family. Here they are with their 2 children at Disney World. They've got a teenage son and probably like a 10-year-old daughter. Here they are at Christmas. As you can see, the son
There he is in
adopted.
another Limp Bizkit shirt.
Yeah, son kind of adopted dad's style. Here she is with her son, who she hates.
The chocolate starfish and the
Here's-
hot dog flavored water record.
Yeah.
Here she is with her
I
son
can't hate.
again, who she obviously hates. And here she is in the pool in a bikini. And there's another shot of her in the bikini. As Pat said, she's attractive. She's what you might call a MILF. I believe that's what mom I'd like to fuck, I believe is what that stands for.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is.
Before we get too deep into it, I want to point something out that I observed based on the photo Ray you just showed us. So put that OG photo up, the first one, the wedding where it all started, where it all began, the magical night.
Here they are.
All right, take a look there. She's prime, okay? And I'm saying this as someone who's out of his prime, okay? Also, by the way, did you guys notice the hair highlights Avril Lavigne influence? That's a big tell subconsciously.
Yep.
She's in her prime. when you were running through that array, she was just moving further and further out of her prime, which is tough. I can say from first-hand experience, it's tough when you move out of your prime when you used to be. I didn't used to be hot, so I don't know what that's like. But you see what I'm saying right there? She wants to be back there because she had a taste of being hot, right?
Yeah.
And she's getting further and further from it, which can lead to some risky behavior, I think. Right?
What way to go back than have someone that's about to enter their prime?
Exactly, Mark. That's my point.
Right.
You get desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe like osmosis effect, right? Through genitalia.
Still got it.
Me.
Yeah. Right. And so, per usual, all these social media posts are perfectly happy family. They were all bullshit because what was really going on is that Ashley was fucking her son's 15-year-old friends behind her husband's back. A fact.
A lot of overnights.
Yeah, right across the street. And he learned that hard fact one night when he came home to find his wife topless on the couch with one of the 15-year-old boys, who then pretended to be asleep, which is a classic defense mechanism. When you're 15, you get caught fucking someone's wife.
Yeah.
It's like a porcupine.
I fell asleep. She must have taken her top off. When I was awake, she was fully clothed.
Oh, Mrs. Watts, what are you doing?
How'd you lose your top?
Yeah.
I've been asleep.
Why is my mouth wet? I don't know.
Thank you for the help with my algebra homework.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are your titties dripping with my saliva?
Oh, no.
This has been a great tutoring session. I gotta go.
So he comes home after a hard day of work, and she's topless with her son's best friend from across the street.
Where's her son?
Her son is probably jumping off a bridge right now because that's what
Where was he then?
It's across the street. It's an across the street friend, Mark. All
If they
bets
go
are
to the
off.
same school, was he? He must have been in some activity like a practice.
He could have been upstairs sleeping. It doesn't matter because he's at across.
This was
the
2
street
a.m.
neighbor.
when this was 2 a.m. when
in the middle of the night. Okay, 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I don't know about you, but if one of my friends with 15 started fucking my mom, I would kill his whole family and then jump off a bridge.
Something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah.
What would
I would burn down his house.
Actually do?
I mean, I would cry. I would never talk to my mother again.
There you go.
And I would demand that we move. I would demand that we move.
Eat a lot.
Yeah. Oh, eat a lot. Oh my God.
Eat a
all those
lot.
feelings
Eat
would
and
get
eat and eat and
Eat
tamped
and
down.
not listen to mom again. And eat and eat.
I get on my moped and go for a long ride.
You better
Smoke some
believe.
cigs,
Yeah, you
You'd
better
run the gas
believe I'd
out.
be getting the newest video game system.
Newports. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be a tough day.
You'd end up at Burger King.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
Just from a proximity
We hit
perspective.
some golf balls.
Yeah.
Go hit some golf balls. Mom.
So here's a local news clip.
Well,
Tell you a
you're
little
so
bit.
hard. I just rode my moped to the driving range.
But then you get lonely and call over your best friend who's fucking your mom to hit the golf balls with you.
Yeah. Here's a local news clip. The story gets deeper because this kid was into it.
Peak woman is accused of having sexual relations with underage twin brothers. That's according to court documents.
She's facing 3 counts of indecency
Twins.
with a minor. 10 on your side's Lauren Moss has more.
The math doesn't add up there. Twins, 3 counts?
These documents shine a light on an almost 8-month relationship Ashley Watts is accused of having with teens who lived across the street. In the court documents, it
She have
reveals
bees
that
in her
one of
mouth?
the teens
I
admitted
think she
to a
might be a
plan to
little
get
drunk.
married once he turned 17.
It's after an anonymous tip called
Hear that?
in to Chesapeake Police on
Big plans.
February 22nd, reporting an inappropriate relationship
See
between
what I'm
Watts and the twin brothers. That sent investigators to the boy's parents and Watts' husband. In court documents, Watts'
What a
husband said
terror
he
those
found his
twins are.
wife on the
Jesus.
couch topless with one of the boys. The teen told his parents he went over to smoke marijuana. The boy's parents told police the teen confided in a neighbor, telling her he had been having sex with Watts since June 2022. He told the neighbor the two were in love, and when
Over a
he turned
year.
17 years old, Watts would leave her husband and they would get married. Months after the relationship was revealed, the boy was reported as a runaway. Police found him almost 20 days later in Watts'
Inside
home.
Mrs. Watts'
The criminal
vagina.
complaint says the other brother told a Chesapeake detective Watts would invite him to her house when she had weed. He also told the detective Watts would inappropriately touch him. Court documents showed the two families had an open door rule since Watts had a son who was about the same age as the
Yeah, it's
twins.
an open
I reached
door
out to
rule.
Watts' attorney and
Yeah.
he has yet to
Backdoor.
respond. The 37-year-old is due in court for the indecency with a minor charge in October. Watts' husband filed a protective order against her. In the affidavit, it describes large amounts of cash, Marijuana and a prepaid phone were found after her arrest. In Chesapeake.
So
Jesus, those
Man, a lot,
twins,
Rich.
those twins were the worst friends to have in the neighborhood. They're going over and smoking your weed and banging your mom. That's
scumbags.
outrageous.
Yeah.
Those kids are terrorists.
Yeah.
Did the mom know that she was banging both of them?
Yeah. So I think there was one in
Was it ever a
particular.
Yeah.
She tried it with both, but there was one in particular who if you caught in that when he turned 17, they were going to run away together and get married.
Yeah.
Now, when police came looking for this runaway teen after getting tipped off that he was in her house, they found him under a mattress in an upstairs bedroom wearing only boxers. So he was
fully erect.
Yeah. I don't know.
Ready.
She might have been hiding him from her husband too.
Oh, shit, dude.
He's like a little
I'll
fuck
just-
boy in the house.
I'll just be here erect until you need me.
Yeah.
Dude, were they bullying the son too? Were they just like beating him up and like fucking his mom? Like, this is
Dude.
terrible.
Yeah,
Dude.
this son really is the victim here.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah,
I mean, twins do like share everything. They have a special bond. I'm surprised. This is like the only way that this type of relationship can happen and it not get found out as twins, because twins can keep a fucking secret. Like any other kid banging a mom, eventually it's going to come out. You got to tell someone. But if you're a twin, you can tell your twin, and there's a chance that it'll keep secret. Obviously not in this case, because dad came home early. But
yeah, but the problem is twins. Your twin loves you more than anyone else. So if he thinks you're in danger or doing something bad, he might rat on you.
Keep it up, and we're gonna fuck your mom again.
just bully
Just gotta. I mean, they own that kid, dude.
punching him in the arm, giving him nuggies.
Yes. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say it again. I'm gonna go fuck your mom.
You gonna eat that? I didn't think so.
Hey, look at these. Look at your mom's titties a second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty terrible.
I mean, dude,
Do
if
my
you're
homework, or
banging-
I'll fuck your mom.
I guarantee she talked to one twin about the other twin's dick. It must have happened, right? Like, there's just no way you're piping two twins as a grown woman, and one twin isn't asking, was I better than my twin?
Oh yeah. I mean,
There's
they
their
probably
house.
have similar dongs, and they've seen it since they're twins. They know what
Exactly
they're working
the
with.
same
But
dong.
right, they probably have exactly the same dong, but they definitely are asking on technique and who gets her
Your
off on it for
dongs?
sure. Yeah, twin dongs.
Hey, you want to fuck Mrs. Watts because there's no way she'll tell the difference between us, and she just fucked me.
Yeah.
It was
Hey, good
crazy.
No way.
Good
Yeah.
news, twin brother.
Hey, you're not gonna believe this.
Darren's mom.
Just blew me.
Yeah,
You
the
know,
kid,
it's me.
The kid we bully? Yeah, dude. I guess that turns her on.
We eat dinner over there sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's brutal, man.
it's brutal.
I feel, so
really
bad
for
for that
the
kid.
I know. It's so terrible. He's gonna need years and years of therapy.
Dude, especially when the kid found out. Okay, were you guys ever friends with twins?
Both of them?
Yeah, exactly. Both of you.
Exactly.
The twins?
Which one, Johnny or Ronnie?
Oh, no, Johnny and Ronnie. Oh no.
Yeah. So
No, it's me, Ronnie.
Yeah, they definitely did that a few times. Here, just switch shirts. Switch shirts with me.
yeah, exactly. So she faces 30 years for this.
She'll never know. Our dicks are identical.
Yeah.
We got identical dicks.
Oh, 30 years. I mean, who cares? She ruined her family. Lock her. Throw the kid
Yeah.
away.
Oh yeah. I mean, terrible. She did ruin her family.
Now the
Rich.
husband and son are just like sad as fuck living somewhere.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyway,
Listen to Limp Bizkit's greatest hits.
maybe we'll keep you updated in October when she faces the music in court. But until then, I don't know if she's at home in Chesapeake. Here's her house.
Oh my
He's in the
god.
bathroom just looking at himself in the mirror. Give me something break. And then he's like,
Yeah.
about your fucking face.
Yeah, I'm gonna break some shit tonight. Yeah, I mean, I'm all joking aside. I really hope that the son is okay mentally and like nothing bad happens to him, because that is a tough pill to swallow. And if they have a court thing, we need to see what Ronnie and Johnny look like, right? We need to
Yes.
we need to
They're
check in on the court.
minors.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we will, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guarantee they're huge, bro. They're probably baseball twins.
They're the
Just
biggest
pounding
bullies.
Mom.
Yeah, they're the
Exactly.
biggest bullies on the block, dude.
Just slamming out their fat guys too. I hope they're husky twins.
They're just mean.
What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
Here, hold him down. I'm gonna go fuck his mom. You hold him down.
Who?
Or
Darren?
switch.
No. Yeah, I fucked his mom. Well, we both did.
Jesus,
Terrible.
that's tough. That's a tough
Yeah, it's tough. That's a cup of coffee in the big time, which is brought to you by BIRDDOGS. Hey, go over to Instagram, check out a little promo video we did with BIRDDOGS. Give us some love. We're using a new promo code over there, which is hard. Over here, you can even go to birddogs.com/hnews. Same thing, you get a free water bottle when you order a beautiful pair of BIRDDOG shorts. They got awesome polos, which they sent us. Super lightweight, stretchy, perfect for golf, perfect for just a day on town, date night. I mean, just really high quality shirts as well as shorts, joggers, pants.
Yeah, they got your whole body covered.
They really do. And just fabulous product. So birddogs.com/hnews. Check it out. Go over there on Instagram, like the post. We appreciate the love. And as always, when you support the people that want us to advertise with us, you support us. So it's a win-win.
Do you have the address of that kid, the kid whose mom is a whore's house? Because I'd like to send him some BIRDDOGS. I think he deserves that.
I'll get it for you real quick, Mark.
Yeah, let's send him some. What do you think he is? I mean, whatever size he is, he's going to go up after this.
Well, it's a size down from whatever the twins are, that's for sure.
He's probably large, going to go to XL.
Send them some Oxycontin too if you got some.
Send him some BIRDDOGS. Could use them.
Some Xanax at least.
Pretending to be asleep. That kid was high too. They were smoking dope. Imagine like the worst stoned experience of your teenage life is feeling up your mom's.
What's going on down there?
Your friend's mom's titties, and then dad coming home.
Oh, so scary.
Yeah, pretending to be asleep. Yeah.
There you go.
Whoa. Okay. I have one bad one for you and one good story for you today. What do you want first?
Let's do good.
The bad one.
Oh,
right?
Bad.
That's what you said? I heard the bad one?
sure.
Okay. That's what I thought you said. Let's stay right where Wes and I are located in Central Texas. It's been hot. You've heard us complain that it's been hot. It's been about the fair amount of complaining, I'd say, for how hot it's been.
Yeah.
I don't think you
not
guys
too much.
You guys have really not complained enough based on
Fair.
how hot it's been. Like I didn't. When my friend Ian came up to visit, he was describing how hot it was, and I was like, "Man, the guys haven't been complaining a lot." I thought to myself,
We haven't been outside much. Yeah.
We have fans in Phoenix and listeners in Phoenix and stuff like that, and people maybe a lot of military people overseas that are in climates without air conditioning and stuff. So I don't want to who am I to complain?
Fires in Hawaii.
Yeah, who am I to complain? Hawaii people in Hawaii, exactly. But what do people do when it's hot as hell, like it's been here in Central Texas, besides stay indoors? What do you do to escape the heat if you have to be outside?
Go to the pool.
Perfect. Water shit, right? Something with water.
Mm-hmm.
Right, or float the river in Central Texas. That's a great
rivers, lakes, pools. You guys are right on it, right? You go to some sort of body of water, you got to submerge that hot body in that cold water. Problem is, there is no cold water.
Okay, I think I might know where you're going because I've been, speaking of Phoenix, I've been to a pool in Phoenix in August, and the water's hot.
It's like
there.
a bathtub.
You go to the
like a bathtub.
Costco milk section.
There you go. Well, you guys were on it because this person went to the lake, but the lake isn't cold. It's not cool. In fact, it's above 77 degrees Fahrenheit consistently at Lyndon B. Johnson Lake, which is about an hour away from Austin, right there in Central Texas. But yeah, I mean, so you go in the lake and it's hot as hell, and you're like, oh, this is uncomfortable, and you submerge all the way in. You get water in your nose, and then you're like, oh, I hate it when I get water in my nose. And in that water, because it's above 77 degrees, is deadly amoeba that gets kicked up from the sediment in the lake and then goes into your nose and kills you.
Is this
right to your
flesh
brain,
eater, bro? This is
flesh
the same
eating.
one, the same one that's been hanging around for 10, 15 years.
That's right. It's called Naegleria. It's one of them, Pat. It's called Naegleria fowleri, and it is a deadly amoeba that kills 99% of the people that get it. So you're dead when you get it. 100%, 99%. The other 1% wishes they were dead. And so, yeah. So what happens is the organism that lives in fresh water, it gets above 77 degrees, comes up from the sediment, goes into your nose, and for the next couple of days, you barely even know what happened. You get a little bit of lightheadedness, a little bit of headaches, nothing worse than like a hangover. Then all of a sudden it's seizures, and you're dead 5 days later, 99% of the time. So someone in Georgia, this happened to a month ago. It happens about 150 times a year in the U.S., all in states with hot lakes and rivers.
Hot lakes and rivers.
Christ, bro.
Fresh water.
So essentially, stay out of the water, bro. Just don't go.
You have to stay out of the fresh water when it's. Bring a thermometer, I guess, if it's above, or don't get your nose. If it won't go through your dick or your belly button or your asshole or your vagina. It goes in through the nose. So you can't.
Is it more prevalent in like lakes because the water's not moving? Like, can we float the river if the water's moving?
Well, yes, probably, Wes, but it's in the mud. So if you can go to a lake where it's 100 feet deep and you don't disturb the sediment, then you're probably okay. Also, again, through the nose. But I would just avoid lakes above 77 degrees.
Could you just wear a nose plug?
Potentially, Pat, if it's a really good one.
That's so fucking nerdy, dude.
Yeah.
It's
I don't like amoeba. I don't want a deadly amoeba. Yeah, that'll get you laid.
Okay, pussy.
Yeah.
Check this out, ladies.
That's what happens. Then they fuck your mom when you do it.
Hey, watch me jump in. No nose plug.
The twins see that and they know that your mom's up for grabs. So RIP to the person in Georgia and Central Texas that just died from the groundwater.
The same thing that was killing the dogs too?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, it's been so hot here that I haven't even done the pool or sprinkler in the last month or so because the groundwater is like devil piss hot. It's not fun. It's not fun.
Ice bags, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. You ready for the good one?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Let's do it. It starts off bad because in order to meet Olivia Bentley, you need to be in a committed relationship that's having sex problems.
Okay. She's a sex therapist.
That's it, Pat. Like you're married and you're not boning. She's a sex therapist. She's a couples sex therapist. You nailed it. And Olivia gets results. She's worth every penny, which is about $500K a year. And that's because she gets in there hands on and fucks the shit out of both of you every time.
Wow.
Oh.
She's got big fake titties.
Yeah.
Lots of plastic surgery done on her.
She's got big fake titties.
She has
she have a degree as well?
She has a degree in fellatio.
She's ambidextrous.
She has DSL.
Now I saw she does have her master's in something.
Yeah, and
baiting,
clapping them cheeks, and twerking, and med baiting. So yeah, what happens is you pay her, and you're like, I'm not having sex a lot. She says, well, let me show you how both of you could have better sex. And then she's like, blah, 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 eat her out like this, suck them like this, put it in rip. That's the whole deal.
Right. Yeah.
So she fucks your husband.
She fucks you
on your snow pants.
Yeah. This is how you eat her out. This is how you suck his dick. This is put it in my ass. It was the whole thing.
Going skiing.
Now both of you are coming. She's got fingers in both your asses.
She's like your dad when he's trying to show you how to like properly like woodwork or like drill a pocket screw.
Yeah.
Like, come down here and look at this. Here's how you do it. Get down here eye level with me down here and
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. She wants the husband to see where she is right on that clit.
You want to make sure everything's level and then you
make sure her legs are like this. Yeah.
What's the ratio of marriages she also ruins though?
Well, she claims all of them are better.
High.
Yeah,
right. Gotta be high.
She ruins some of them.
She claims all of them.
No way.
100% high.
She says, not according to her. She says, quote, I'm very affectionate physically and emotionally towards the wife always. If she's feeling very good, then the mood is elevated and we have a really good time. And the husband is very grateful for the experience. Showing you how to please each other and taking special care with the women is what she likes to do. So lesbians, it sounds like you're welcome to have her eat the shit out of both of you as well.
She's like, look, your wife's a little slut. Check her out. Look what she's doing. She's a little slut.
Get down here with me.
Your wife's a little slut.
You ever hear her make these noises?
Yeah.
Hey, hold the flashlight and get down. Yeah. Hold the flashlight. Get down here with me.
What a slut your wife is.
You didn't know she was into this, did you? Yeah. A lot of this is how you do it, like Pat saying moments with Olivia. This is how you do it. Who earned her stripes at the Moonlight Bunny Ranch in Reno, Nevada, which was Dennis Hoff's joint. So
she's a professional prostitute.
Right. I'm going to show you something. It's a chain of events you might know about, but first I'm going to make your wife squirm, and then guess what happens next?
Yeah, you're going to make her squirm. And I'm going to make you squirm while you make her squirm. Everyone's going to squirm.
So this is basically kind of just
in sex.
It's a loophole. Where does she practice out of?
At your house
in Nevada only?
Where's she licensed?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, where's she licensed?
She comes to you. I mean,
because is this just a loophole for being a prostitute in any state she pleases?
It's not a prostitute, guys. She comes over and has a threesome with you.
You pay her and then she fucks you. That's
you pay her to save the marriage. The sex is like just part of the experience.
Sure. You're
not paying her for the sex.
Right.
You're paying her for the therapy.
And you're paying for her schooling. Yeah.
Let's put ourselves in the shoes of a couple who's having difficulty, right? If you didn't know this was an option, then you're never gonna get this level of service. The fact that this is an option means that you can suggest it.
Right.
If you suggest it, there's a chance it could happen. Even
you create a couple burner emails and send her some solicitation from this lady.
Yeah,
this is a con on the wife. That's all it is. This is just a con on the wife.
That's kind of what I'm getting at, Wes.
Yeah. It's a big long con on the wife, and it costs you 3 times as much as just going to a regular street whore, and it makes everything seem okay.
You can't bring a street whore home.
She tries to get your wife to be a little bit more whorish, and then maybe it'll last a month or so. So she says women who refuse sex after marriage are, quote, unfair to their husband. That's from Saint Olivia. Olivia. So she says couples who have sessions with me are the coolest in the world because they understand the importance of sexuality in their relationship. When you're forthcoming with your sexuality and your needs, that's a healthy thing. And also, I like the $500,000 a year I'm making. She said.
Like the $10,000 a pop.
Yeah.
She helps people get into it's like a get out of jail free threesome card. It's a get out of jail fuck a prostitute card in the name of saving your marriage card. She's a genius, quite frankly.
Yeah.
What's the going rate over there?
Well, I think she said she does 10 couples a week times 50 is 500, and maybe that's highballing it, and she makes 500,000 a year, so it sounds like $1,000 of a bang.
No, I don't want to be a prude here.
No,
okay,
she has 10 couples a week. 10 couples a week times 50 weeks for 52 weeks, whatever. But give her some PTO, give her a couple weeks off. Yeah. Let's call it about 1,000 to 1,500 a bang.
1,000 an hour.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to bring.
It's not that bad.
A quote therapist in to help your relationship when she's banging 20 people a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally safe, babe.
Don't talk about it. You don't talk about that part of it.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't talk about it. You guys want to read a few reviews from the Bunny Ranch, though?
Yeah.
So this person, Justin Locke, is one of those long ones. He's 5 stars. So I don't write reviews, but decided to. Okay, buddy. Well, I wound up trying out the Bunny Ranch. A certain bunny caught my eye, Alexa Hayes. As I read through her post and look at her pics, I was blown away. A true beauty. So she isn't like any girl. She's exactly how she looks in photos and everything. We met and chatted in the parlor. Wow, she is nice and real. Also, her body completely natural. Not sure what. Yeah, you know it. Not sure what it was.
Not true, but this poor bastard's never seen fake tits or real tits.
You'll see how tiny she is in a second. Not sure what it was that had me mesmerized, but I think it's her true open honesty and true beauty. We wound up booking. She wasn't too expensive, but listen, definitely wasn't cheap. Lol. This place isn't for losers with a few $100s. She is tiny,
like my cousin Jerry.
Yeah, this guy's like a rich loser. It's for rich losers, not poor losers. She's tiny, like 4'9", I think, maybe 90 pounds or so. Wow, she's passionate, exciting, and her size made her so tight I couldn't last.
Oh yeah, that's what it was, bud. That's what it was, Justin.
That's all I wanted to get to on that one. So said I couldn't last. He admits to just nutting right away.
Dude, this guy's out there interjecting himself into sex conversations everywhere he can. Be like, no, I know, but oh man, if you ever had one that's so tight you just can't last, it was special, man. Yeah. I'll tell you what.
I mean, it ain't cheap, but I can afford it. Not losers though, but I can. I can afford it.
Because I'm not a loser.
I'm not a loser though at all. That comes right away.
Despite what you've said about me.
Yeah, I don't care. Alexa, whatever Alexa said's wrong too. She's cute though. Here's one from 2 months ago. Didn't know what to expect for my first time, but I was overall satisfied with the entire experience. Oops, I didn't want to read this one. I wanted to read one that was recently about Air Force Amy, and I'm just going to bring up Air Force Amy.
Oh, I love Air Force
who is
Amy,
still
dude.
doing it in the past. She's still out there, guys.
Holy
Air
shit.
Force Amy has been at the Bunny Ranch for about 27 years.
She's gonna
She
die
was
there.
no shit, minimum 45 in 2003.
Yes. Eric the Midget from Howard Stern wanted to bang her so badly in the early 2000s, and she was already a vet, like the number one person there. Like she's been at the Bunny Ranch in Reno, Nevada for about 35 years, I think.
Damn.
She's still out there. You can bag Air Force Amy if you want. Anyways. That's the good one. If you're having if you're having
walls,
sexual problems, you can pay $1,000 for this lady to have a threesome with you.
Oh man, okay. Air Force Amy is no age. She was discharged in 1990, bro.
That's when they kicked her out of the Air Force.
That's when she was discharged from the military.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been around for a while.
She's been around?
That's what shocked me with the review. I was like, that guy just banged Air Force Amy last year. What?
Yeah, well, you got to check that off your list if you can.
It's true.
It's like riding the Loch Ness Monster, you know?
Yeah.
You got to.
She's a legend. I have to.
Yeah.
She's a legend. It's been an honor.
She's done so much for me.
Yeah.
All right, guys. It's Friday, which means it's the end of the week, which means we're going to get into a little segment we like to call...
It's time for the Hive Five.
All right, I'm excited about this week's High Five, and I'll tell you what. We're going to do voicemails, we're going to do reviews, all that stuff. But sometimes we like to get into the comments section. And when I was going and pulling really mean comments about how fat guys shouldn't be able to give commentary on sports,
Right.
Which I thought was just so ridiculous because that's literally what sports commentators have been since the genesis of sports commentating.
Who watches more sports than a fat guy on a couch? You know,
No one. I made a left turn into one particular hater that we're going to talk about, and this hater.
I love it when Pat gets mad at someone and we do a deep dive on him. Hell yeah.
We're living rent free in this hater's head in the best way possible, and you guys are going to love it. But first, let's get into voicemails and reviews. So 5-star reviews, pretty simple. Go on Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star review. Wes looks at everyone every morning when he wakes up, and he checks for racism.
That's right.
So if there's racism in there, veiled, don't even try to. Just don't try it. Okay, don't try it. He's like,
what the hell is HAGFD? Oh, right.
He's like a drug dog when it comes to racial terms. So don't try it. As long as it's not racist, we'll read it. Let's get into it, guys. First one, pretty much all of them, and I got to give big ups here to our boy Louis Low Life Louis, okay? Because he got into a phone store. He got right there into a phone store. Don't know if it's a T-Mobile, don't know if it's an AT&T store, but he went off. Okay, first review. Will's mustache, 5 stars. Best mustache around. I would definitely. Never mind. Best podcast also. Next review, MVP podcast, 5 stars. Best podcast around. Mark, please say the
Donkey.
cousin to a horse. There
Donkey.
we go. Donkey. Next one. Thank you, 5 stars, for being the best daily podcast. More prank calls from Wes or Jay on the show. Continue. Pat, haven't heard any Ronaldo talk lately? 5 stars. Still a good show though. I could listen to them every day. 5 stars. I do listen to them every day. Next one. Mark and Will and Wes and Pat and Low Life Louis, 5 stars.
No doubt.
Yep. Next one. Another phone review. Another review. Liu Life Louis. 5
This
stars.
is amazing. Did he really get to a store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one. How many can I leave? 5 stars at the Apple Store.
Dude,
Life
everyone else needs to do
Louis.
this too. Do they all count though? I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah,
they posted them.
they're all there, bro. They're all
Well,
different devices.
you can comment multiple times if it's never mind. I won't. Never
So
mind.
he
It's
did
worth it.
different usernames. So he did
Yeah,
low, life.
Different
Louis.
usernames means it all counts. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was a little racist potentially, but I'm gonna let it slide. Next one, Apple Store review tax, 5 stars, low life Louis. That was just a beaut, man. I really just appreciate it. I thought.
Well, I encourage everyone else to go do that too. That's awesome.
Oh, last one, Apple Store due diligence, 5 stars, low life Louis. Okay, let's get into voicemails.
Morning, gentlemen. That's Jim calling in. I know Pat's doing the Hive, so just curious if we could possibly get a rundown of how you guys put episodes together. Like, I know the almighty wheel dictates who has what stories, or, and just curious about how you guys go about putting together the show and editing and, just a Cliff Notes version, nothing too in-depth. I know it's, don't want to take up like a whole segment, but, if you could, share that information with the Hive, and hopefully everybody gets on Patreon for all the extra bonus content. That's great. In the Discord, that's awesome. But anyways, cheers. Have a great fucking day, fellas, and talk to you later.
Hell yeah. Get on my
Great
Patreon.
question. How do we do the show? Well, I feel like it's changed a lot over the years. Maybe not. There's been different iterations of pretty much the same thing. But Mark can
Right.
probably give you the most in-depth.
Well, in order for the stories, we share a Google Doc daily. So like a Google Doc, we each have our own color highlight, and the guy who gets the wheel spin for coffee generally has to take the first half of the show and is responsible for like any like enormous news stories that break, whether it's domestic or international. If there's not a ton of huge news stories, they also have first pick at whatever story they want, but they pick like whatever 4 to 6 stories, highlight them in the Google Docs, and now the other people know not to take those stories because we'd be doing the same research and the same stories. So then you just go in and we have different news sources we look at, like weird news sites, regular news sites, and whatever story that's not the coffee person that they fancy, like a sex therapist or whatever, I'll go and find that, and then I'll put it in the Google Docs and highlight it my color so Pat or whoever knows not to do that. And that's how the stories come about. And then like you said, the wheel dictates coffee and who does the high five. But that's a high level. And then afterwards, we edit the show ourselves, and we do that. We do that on a rotating basis, so no one burns out on it. So like someone's one night, then the other person's the next night, the other person's the next night, and everyone does the entirety of the edit, which is the audio, the video, the blog, the 2-camera videos, and all this stuff. So every fourth night or whatever, someone's spending an extra 2 hours after the show editing.
Great. Wes, do you have any different insights into the making of it exactly?
No, that was extremely detailed.
Yeah,
I think
pretty
it's
much.
perfect.
We got a text chain. We text shit around all day.
Yeah.
Whatever you think's funny, you grab it, you pop it in there.
Yeah, the text is a good add-on, Pat. Like we text each other good story ideas the whole day. Yeah.
I like to get in there super early and pick the best stories when I can.
He does, and then they're Wes's. You can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the epitome of the early bird gets the worm.
Yeah. Wes is the early bird in the show notes.
I will say it's hard to find a story early that you can figure out how to generate cool media on. But that happens like once every 6-10 shows where you're like, oh, I can do something like a fake news clip or a prank call or something. Wes does it more than anyone, but that's probably why he gets in the.
Well, he's got all day to think about it since he's highlighted
all day
his.
to think about.
Yeah.
He's got all
Take a nap
day
and
to
think it over.
And Tiller's asking if we eat before or after. I eat after, which is probably why I'm so fat. Not I eat dinner at like 9:30, 10 p.m.
Yeah, after usually.
Awful. Yeah,
I eat
awful
after.
practice. Yeah,
I'm trying to eat before because usually after I have to just jump right into putting the kid to
Dadding.
bed.
Yeah.
And then he gets real upset if I try to leave. So sometimes I'll edit the show with him in my arms, but then with the computer on the lowest possible brightness to not wake him up. And then Will wakes him up when he hears the yell. Anyway,
I need to start eating earlier because I need to get to bed earlier. Dinner at 10 o'clock it sucks.
All right, next voicemail.
there, boys. This is my first time calling. This is Warehouse Willie, otherwise known as Will of the People. I believe my earlier call was a little messed up because I'm over at the warehouse right now. But basically, I'm calling about the gasoline drinking girl. And in all honesty, I'm down bad, so I'm thinking to myself, I can fix her.
Yes.
But that being said, would you rather have a girl that is addicted to cocaine or a girl that is addicted to drinking gasoline? All right. Well, have a great fucking day, everyone.
Great question. Fantastic question.
Will of the People's awesome.
Yeah, Will of the People. He works in a warehouse. He's of the people. He's Will of the People. Okay, here's the thing about dating a girl or being with a girl who's addicted to cocaine.
How
you are too now. Now you are too is the thing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I've never really been around a true cocaine addict. I've been around people with cocaine problems, but never someone that's like bumping coke all day long, like in the movies.
I mean, well, if your girl's addicted to gasoline, I'm okay with passing on the gasoline, but I'm gonna do the coke more often than not. Too many times I'm gonna do the coke.
That's my point, right?
Yeah.
If you're
you can just let her do her own thing with the gasoline.
Yeah. Right. Let her hug that can all day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like fill it up. It's like $3 a day as opposed to probably like 80 to $100 a day.
You probably like, does it smell like gas in here?
Yeah.
Would you rather be married to a girl with a gas problem or coke problem? Gas, because it's so much cheaper, dude.
Yeah,
it's so much cheaper. I mean,
it is cheaper.
Cocaine is so expensive.
Could she piss into your car?
No.
I mean,
for
also,
fuel.
That's a good question.
If you're out of gas, could she just piss in the tank?
Here's another thought. If you hate relationships, go gas, because she's gonna die early. You're gonna get out.
Yeah, exactly. It's all around gas because
you can't kiss her though. Ever.
Why?
Unless you want gas mouth.
Breath mints just melt in milliseconds.
Yeah.
Oh, gas mouth.
I'm going coke all day. No doubt about it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but you're gonna die too.
It'd be wild. I would die too, but it'd be way more fun and wild, and I don't think it's nearly as weird.
Yeah. Realistically, coke.
Yeah, coke's the best, bro. Really wish that. If you're like sub 29.
Would you do it with someone addicted to coke again?
Yeah.
Would you rather someone? Yeah.
All right, next voicemail.
Hard Factor Boys Dallas, Dave here. Quick Leads update. We are keeping young players. We're signing young scorers. We're getting off the schneid with our first win. Let's go. Hell of a season, long slog, 46 games down here in the AAA Championship. It's not the Serie A, William, but it'll do. Let's go. MOT. Quick update on that wedding. San Diego Pat was indeed the one trying to bring a friend with benefits and then venture off, talk to a bridesmaid or something. That didn't end well. Shout out to you, Pat, if you're listening out at sea. But probably all for the best. C'est la vie. And then on the groom who owed Pat's friend like $8,000 or $10,000 in back rent. No confrontation occurred. Groom still a welcher. Rumors are there may be some infidelity afoot as well. So more to come in the circle of that wedding, and
please do,
and all the drama therein. Appreciated the shout out on Wednesday, boys. Maybe I'll leave a special reserve voicemail just for Wes to fall asleep to the sweet, soothing sounds of Dallas Dave over this long, hot holiday weekend. Happy end to summer, everybody. Have a great long weekend. Happy Labor Day. HAGFD and MOT.
Nice.
So descriptive.
Probably just play that on loop. Yeah,
I could. Please do.
I want to take it to the internet real quick. Jim Zabrato said, I tried coke once for 4 years straight. Been with you, buddy.
Jim.
All right. Guys.
There was one guy in rehab who was addicted to cocaine. And he was I found out that he relapsed very quickly. He was a car salesman. He sold like BMWs or something. Literally
a great car salesman.
Yeah,
probably.
he was a fantastic car salesman, but he literally lost his entire family because of cocaine. He was that addicted to it. And soon after getting out of rehab, I thought this guy was going to be successful. He was actually stayed in my house. and he went right back to the coke, and they he lost everything. So it can really grab a hold of some people.
No, it's a certain personality type. Someone I'm close with. The one person I do know that had a cocaine addiction was also a car salesman.
Really?
And it's a certain personality type that was all day long.
Yeah, all day long. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's a good dude.
As were the sales, though. Again.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. They got a talking. Okay, so here's the thing. I like to get in the comment section. I like to see what's going on. It's great. Facebook business manager has set up this fantastic situation where effectively you can see in one portal what mean things people are saying about us in one, both on Instagram and Facebook, one foul swoop. It's friggin' fantastic. So I was going through trying to figure out what mean comments should I share, right? I teased the sports one a little bit, wasn't worth it. And then I noticed something. So on Facebook, there's a thing called a top fan. You may have seen this if you've been on Facebook before.
Oh yeah.
Right? It's a little badge that you don't know, you didn't like ask for it, but based upon how often you comment or interact with a particular page, you get this badge assigned to you.
Right. I think you get points for likes, points for comments, and then yes, Pat, yes.
Right. Okay. So I'm going through picking some stuff out, and I see we got a top fan.
Okay.
And this guy
bigger than anonymous.
At first I see. Okay, we got a top fan. Oh, the first comment's mean, but he's a top fan, so maybe he's just running a gag.
It's Jack Sievert.
Maybe that's the thing. All right, I thought it was a Jack Sievert situation potentially. Yeah. So let me give you an example here, guys. And the commenter's name is Chris Conti. Okay. He's top fan.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a video about the Taylor Swift stalker. We talked about that on the show. Got a lot of comments. And Chris Conti comments, and this is to Wes's reporting, by the way.
Yeah.
Amazing reporting. FFS. This channel sucks.
What does FFS mean?
For fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake.
Okay. All right. So I thought
sarcasm.
I thought, yeah, it must be like, why is he saying that?
For fuck's sake.
Fan,
yeah.
Right. So then I looked. Oh my God, you can filter by this particular person and how often and what things he's commented on our page. So here's another one, guys. This is a video again. Wes. He doesn't like Wes. Where Wes is straight to camera talking about how India landed on the moon for the first time. Okay. And Chris Conti, top fan, says, the average IQ of the hard factor viewer will lead them to believe the earth is flat, making this event impossible. No likes, no comments. No one.
Yeah, okay, Chris.
I saw that and I said, he's coming after the Hive.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not. Okay, let me check the next one. Okay, this is a video where
top fan.
The Cyclops. Did elephant skulls inspire ancient Greek mythology? And I'm not going to play the video, but Mark has a pretty good joke here. There's a couple like hard jokes in here talking about you guys are playing dumb, like essentially being a foil. I forget exactly what it was, but I watched it and I was like, oh, that was some like 2 or 3 pithy, punchy jokes.
Yeah, it was funny comment, funny segment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Chris Conti comments, lol, quote, it's got 2 holes close together. I don't know. For fuck's sake. Imagine putting your ignorance out there for the public like this. Have you ever seen an elephant with forward-facing eyes? It's the trunk, geniuses. Do you guys remember that particular take?
We were talking about Cyclopses, and then Will brought up that picture, and he was like, we were commenting on how, whatever.
The news said that this was perhaps the first Cyclops elephant, like the scientific people.
Well, for fuck's sake, Wes.
Yeah.
FFS.
You didn't get it right. Here's another Chris Conti take where Mark is talking about the eel spider weird-ass thing that was caught on camera. Doesn't matter. Essentially, it's a funky video about some really scary arachnid. And Chris Conti says, careful about criticizing generic React videos. You fall squarely in that category in most videos. And then upside down.
Making fun of the aquarium people.
Smiling.
He got us.
What's your take here?
That was fair. That was a fair take.
What's your
Chris
take
Conti?
here on
I think
Conti?
I'd like to thank Chris Conti for watching all of our videos and commenting on them.
Right, he's a top fan.
I'd like to thank top fan Chris Conti.
Do you think he knows he's a top fan?
I mean, it says it right there in all his comments.
I know. It does say that.
He's like, damn it, I am a top fan of theirs.
Right.
He does more for us than most people.
Yeah.
He doesn't know. But
if everyone did what Chris Conti did, we'd be rich.
Yeah. He genuinely hates us.
If everyone that watched our shit did what Chris Conti did, even if it was all negative, we'd be rich.
It'd be great. So we talked about the Kentucky kids that got busted for doing a TikTok challenge where they said they had a bomb in their backpack. And Will did a straight-to-camera video summarizing it and playing some of the videos we played on the show. Chris Conti, top fan, says, racist and fucking stupid.
And he's the only comment. Thank you, Chris.
He's the only comment. Thanks, Chris Conti.
He was talking about the prank?
He was talking about Will. I mean, judging by all of the other comments. Right. Here's what I think. Chris Conti thinks that we're a conservative news show. He thinks like we're in the vein with Charlie Kirk. I didn't grab some of his other comments, but he made comments like that. Like
there's definitely a small percentage of people out there that absorb small chunks of our content via social media that think that we're far right, and then there's a few that think that we're like too far left. Like, but Chris Conti is in that far right group for sure. That thinks we're too far right.
That's not exactly my point. There's certain people on Instagram that think a take is too like libtarded, Pat.
Right.
Or
that's what I'm saying.
Or a take is too right. But I think he thinks with the amount he interacts, right? Because he interacts all day long. So I don't know how we got in his feed, but we live in this motherfucker's head rent free.
Yeah, I love it.
Not stop engaging with us. But if you have any sort of media literacy, like you put a Charlie Kirk video on in front of me, I know immediately that Charlie Kirk is a right-wing nutjob grifter who's using a certain take perspective to make money.
Right.
Chris Conti, in some respects, Facebook changed their algorithm. Sometimes he's the only guy commenting on one of our posts.
No, I on some of these two cameras, I might subliminally, like really quick, be like Chris Conti, just try to fuck with them.
Well, look, Chris Conti.
I want to fuck with them for sure.
Chris Conti's Facebook page is private. Okay, so I couldn't figure really.
Of course, it is.
Him.
All the haters. All
the best trolls are private.
Yeah, it's a bummer. It's a bummer. But you know what's not private is Chris Conti's girlfriend's Facebook page. And by golly, if she did
we might lose Chris Conti here.
Well, we might lose Pat too.
Yeah.
Very often.
Oh, buddy.
Very often. There was one comment where he asked if you guys graduated 5th grade. I think it was Will and Mark in a particular. So look, I'm not.
Can we get a pic of him up? I don't care about her.
I have about 14 of them. Do you want to run through them?
I want to see Chris Conti because
I want to see what she looks like.
Well,
yeah, I wouldn't mind
because it's not about that. It's not about that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
I don't want to make
nice.
fun of her.
We'll be nice to her.
Yeah.
Okay, this is just Chris.
She's dating a moron, but
yeah.
So
she's got tough enough, you know.
Yeah.
Guys, here's Chris Conti. Okay, that's
yeah, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's him at a touring production
Hitler Youth
of
concert.
The show
No,
Wicked.
he's the opposite. He probably had Hitler thoughts back in the day, and he's gone completely the opposite direction, Wes. And he fights the social justice, and everyone is a Nazi, not him. Everyone but him's a Nazi.
Yeah,
because the lady doth protest too much with this fucking loser.
Here's Chris with his eyes focused right where they should be, his lady's boobs.
Mm-hmm.
I want you guys to notice something I picked up on. I'm going to show some photos of Chris Conti from 2007 to 2023.
Yeah.
And I'll leave each photo up for 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Let me know if you notice any sort of trend. Okay, I'm not gonna say what it is. I'm gonna start early. Here we go. Okay, there's Chris in 2003.
Nerd.
2000, maybe 21.
His hat. What hat is he wearing? What brand is that?
19. Who knows?
Fox brand.
He's a big fan of that brand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fox.
Yep, that's Fox Racing, guys. That's a Fox Racing brand. I don't know if you were ever a poser, but there was a time in my life where I was a poser in the 8th or the 7th grade. And at that point, I thought, I would love to be able to BMX, even though I've never tried it, don't have a BMX bike or know much about the sport. But guys that rock BMX shit seem cool, so I got a Fox Racing shirt. I thought it was very cool at the time. Okay.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Our boy Chris Conti, who thinks we're a bunch of dumb fucking idiots, literally in every photo on Facebook is wearing some form of Fox Racing gear. And I'll tell you what, Chris Conti ain't no athlete, boys.
Yeah, is there any pictures of him on a BMX bike?
Well, there's a picture of him with an Xbox controller in his hand, and
Yeah,
then
of course.
a BMX bike on the television.
Yeah, he's playing BMX. Yeah.
Yeah, no, bro. There's a picture of the what's the Star Trek?
Does he wear a heart necklace too? By the way,
Yeah, he wears a stupid necklace. It's like a Wiccan.
Go back to that one.
Yeah.
With the girlfriend tits.
Oh yeah,
The Enterprise. You're talking about the Star Trek ship.
I think Marty nailed it. It's definitely kind of like a Wiccan.
It's like a Wiccan type thing. Yeah.
He's made chainmail
Shield,
before. Chris Conti's made chainmail.
Oh
before.
yeah. He Renaissance Festival. If he could get his BMX bike that he can't ride to the Renaissance Fair, that's
Great
a
question.
weekend. Yeah.
Great question.
Oh, he's
which
Tap
one's
out
worse,
or
Tap Out
Fox
or Fox
Racing gear?
Racing? I was thinking the same thing.
Tap Out's got to be worse, right?
Tap Out's worse. Fox Racing is nerdier.
Yes,
like,
agreed.
Like guys that only wear Tap Out fuck aggressive, not necessarily consensually all the time, but they fuck all the time.
Yeah.
Fox Racing gear guys, I don't know, and I only want to be mean here because he's been a piece of shit to us and has zero media literacy. But bro, if in 2007,
let's see his girlfriend. Let's make fun of her.
I'm not gonna do it.
Based on his pictures, I can say without a doubt that he's been a loser his whole life. So I don't know if everyone that wears Fox Racing is a loser, but I know one guy that
Why is he so mad at us though?
Yeah.
That's my point.
Well, because he's a loser, and he could tell that we give off a vibe that we.
Where is he from?
We didn't give
What state?
this kid the time of day.
He
What
lives in the
state does he
South.
dwell in?
He lives in a southern state, one of the very southern states.
Yeah.
A coastal southern state.
Chris Conti sat at the lunch table and he
Georgia.
watched us tell jokes and everyone laughed and he wasn't included, and so he goes online and he trolls because he's never had a group of friends that was funny, and no one wanted to hang out with him.
And he has such light or terrible media literacy that he thinks that we're ignorant dumbasses.
Right. He thinks
But-
a lot of people are ignorant dumbasses. Yeah.
Yep. So fuck you, Chris Conti, you Fox Racing piece of shit. Get a clue when it comes to style. Literally, you've been wearing the same shirt, same single brand. I get that sometimes your mom will buy that for you every Christmas because that's what moms do. I have 900 pairs of Duluth trading socks, okay? But Chris Conti, get with the fucking program. Fox stuff ain't bad, says Colin Phillips. Okay.
Travis Pastrani's not going to fuck you, bro.
That's the show.
Yeah.
Here's another funny comment from Colin. We get to the five.
I think it's because
Colin leave a few voicemails.
Yeah, Pat didn't play his voicemails. Oh no! Let's spit it.
All
No
right,
show on Monday. This is for Tuesday morning. Monday
This is
night
for Hive
live.
Five next week, actually.
Okay, High Five. Will, send in your voicemails and your comments to Will. DM Will. And Will again.
Will again.
Will will have the cup of coffee again Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and Twitter live, and
A nice long weekend.
midnight Tuesday morning. Yeah.
Yep. So again, fuck you, Chris Conti, and have a great fucking day.
And weekend, everybody. Happy holiday
and
weekend. I hope Will loses his voice. I hope everyone has a good weekend. My favorite thing would be if Will comes back and does the good morning with a weak voice for a couple of days. That's what I'm hoping for. But I hope everyone has that fun of time. Yeah.
It's already toast. And
It's
he's
toast.
not slowing down.
Love y'all. Bye.